Hi everybody, it's Mumzie here. Have you noticed there's so much anger today? Everywhere you go, there's a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of short fuses. Just on the way to work today is Sunday, and on the way to work today, I had a situation. I was driving down this district called the Garland District. That's how I get to work. And the speed limit is 25 miles an hour. Now it is a Sunday, so there's not very many cars out. And there was a truck behind me. Now this area just has a bunch of mom and pop places, really nice little district. And as I was driving about 27, and I looked ahead of me and there was a squirrel with a nut in its mouth, and it was sitting in the middle of the street, and I thought, oh, come on, buddy. And as I got closer, the squirrel started darting, like he went to the left, and then he stopped and decided, no, I'm gonna go to the right, and then he went to the left, and he kept zigzagging back and forth, and so I slowed down. Well, the truck behind me got really upset and started honking on his horn. So I did one of these. There's a squirrel. And I could tell he was looking, and then he just shook his head. I looked in my rear view and I saw him shake his head, and he started honking even more. And I thought, dude, I'm not going to run over the squirrel. How would I like it if I had a taco in my mouth and I was running back and forth in the middle of the street going, which way should I go? Which way should I go? I wouldn't want someone hitting me with a car. So anyway, the squirrel finally went with his dinner home, and I continued on. I sped up just to help him out in the back. And we get to the intersection and the light is red, and I'm in the right-hand turning lane, and he goes to the left of me. Have you ever sat in your car and you just knew the person next to you was glaring at you? I could feel it glare. I could feel him glaring at me. Suddenly he starts honking, and I went, I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. And he honked some more. I still didn't look. And then he laid on his horn, just continuously honking. And so I go, all right, he made all this effort. So I look over at him, and he goes like, his windows rolled down, and he goes, lady, it was a squirrel. And I said, hey, buddy, he was taking his food home for dinner. Come on. And he yells at me and he goes, squirrels are the speed bumps of life. And then with that, he took off through the light. The light was still red, and he just went right through the light. Now it's Sunday, nobody's there, but at the other end was a cop sitting right there. Couldn't have been any better. And I looked over at the cop and I thought, I wonder if he saw that. And the guy had his hand on the steering wheel, and I saw him go like this. He put his lights on, went right after the guy. I couldn't resist, being the special person I am. So I continued straight instead, and I slowly drove by the guy, and I honked, and I looked at him, and I went, and he just shook his head and looked down at the floor. People, stop getting so mad at everything. Calm down. It doesn't matter if it's this politics that's going on right now. It doesn't matter if people are wearing masks or they're not wearing masks. Just consider yourself about you. Wear your mask and move on. Listen to other people's politics, their opinion. There's only two choices, this guy and this guy. If you're for this guy, great. If you're for this guy, great. Say your piece, let people talk, listen to their opinion. You don't have to agree or disagree. You don't have to ruin a friendship just because they like somebody else. It's not like you're related to them or anything. Hey, it's going to be okay, all right? Just calm down. All right, my name is Mumzie. And if you didn't know, I have a Facebook page called Mumzie also. And right now we're running a really cool little contest on it. If you go to it right now, you have till tomorrow night to write your most inspirational thought or phrase that you've ever heard. And it doesn't matter if you heard it from someone else or read it in a book. It could be something your grandparents or your parents said all the time, or it could be a mantra you live by. Just write something positive on there. And if I pick you, you get a $25 gift card to Olive Garden. Now you can enter this contest as many times as you want. You can enter it one time or you can enter it 100 times. And remember, it's okay to write something that somebody else wrote. It's just something I want you to flood the page with inspiration. And if we keep saying inspiration, we'll attract more inspiration, okay? I'm Mumzie. And if you like my channel, I hope you do, subscribe to it. Like it, share it, make a comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week. And remember, you are important and you're perfect just the way you are. This world is incomplete without you, and I love you. See you next week.